Annette Oxley here for Tac Shack Tactical TV. I'm here with Paul. Welcome, Paul.
Hi, Lynn. Hi, guys.
It's been a hectic week,
Sure.
or a couple of weeks, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Last week I started with the Girls on Fire. Oh, not the Girls on Fire, I'm sorry. With the 3-gun nation shoot, and it was bloody hot on the range. And then on Sunday, our first topic.
Yeah,
Didn't expect that to happen.
Yeah, so we've done a couple of filming things with Carte Blanche and with
French.
ENCA and French TV, and then it's generally like, at most it's like a cameraman and a sound guy and the director and then maybe an interviewer, so there's maybe a crew of 4 or whatever. They'll fit into a vehicle though, so we get approached, or Tac Shack gets approached to do training for an actress for a local drama. I think we can say it's Skeem Saam on SABC 1. So they approached me and they said, can you do proper competency training and stuff, and proficiency for competence training for this lady, so she knows how to handle a firearm, because they've got an upcoming scene in the series. So Lynette, of course, agrees. She does the training. Then they say, okay, we'd like to film the scenes now. Can you arrange it? So fortunately, I phoned the chief armourer in Joburg who runs the range, and I said to him, listen, can we do this? And he says, just send me a letter. So, which we don't normally do. We just ask for permission and then it's cool. But something tells us. So we get a letter, we send them a letter, they send back a formal letter. We say, okay, that's fine.
Get there at 5:30.
We arrive at the range. They say to us that they want to be there at 5:30 to set up. So we arrange for the people the security at the range. We get there at 5:15. By the time we get there, now we brag a lot about the size of our trailer. By the time we get there, they have a trailer bigger than ours. With electric
doors that come
anyway,
out.
so they have that there already. That's the green room, the air-conditioned green room for the actor and the director. They're setting up a marquee tent for the wardrobe, and they've got a whole huge area land. They've got a big silent diesel generator on a trailer, which they brought in there, which they're running just so they can have aircon in the green room, and to run the sandwich presses and stuff for the catering.
For breakfast, and then there was and
Jeez.
lunch was good as well.
Then the vehicles start arriving, and these big Mercedes-Benz Sprinter buses just start pulling in there, but there's like about 10 of the damn things. And we're looking at this thinking, oh my Lord. So anyway, so the security gets hold of Sam, who runs the range from JMPD, and says, there's all these people coming in. Sam says, well, I'll go and I'll kick anybody out that doesn't belong there. She rushes down to the range, and she says to us after, she gets down and she says, this is too many people for me to kick out. there's a crew of about 50.
Well organized, well behaved, cleaned up after themselves, the whole thing was run smoothly.
It was beautiful. There was 3 directors. There was the director, the first assistant director, and the second assistant director. And each director has their own assistant.
And then there's the cameraman,
and there's cameraman 1, cameraman 2, and there's 3 cameras.
And then they have an assistant, and then the sound.
Oh Lord!
They did 8 scenes,
yeah,
which took from 6 o'clock, 6:30 when they started.
Yeah, they said to us originally, they said to us, no, they don't know if they'll be there that long. So we think, okay, well, maybe, we've done this kind of stuff before.
10, 11
maybe about 10 o'clock we'll be out of here. Oh my Lord.
5 o'clock.
Yeah, 5 o'clock or just after 5. We left at 5 o'clock, just after 5, and we were leaving. When we were leaving, they were still cleaning up.
And we didn't all have to. They cleaned up themselves.
They cleaned up everything. They set up everything, and they, well.
Why is this so important for gun rights, Paul?
So yes, okay. So let's talk about why this is important for all of us. Why this is important for all of us is that for the first time, to my certain knowledge, a local drama has, which is apparently hugely popular. I think they're like, massively popular. In any case, has thought it necessary to get proper instruction for the actors in the first place. In the second place, they've then not gone to some place in the veld to go and to shoot the scenes. They've come to a proper shooting range. We must have had volunteer range officers, probably about 10 in total on the range, to make sure that nobody climbs up the berms on the side. Nobody, nobody walks in front of loaded guns, etc.,
They changed
etc.
some of the scenes because one of the scenes, one of my GOSA Girls on Fire, Shirley, said to them, you can't do it this way because we've got a lot of Girls on Fire's extras there. You can't do the scene like this because then the person is going to sweep somebody else with the firearm. So why don't you do it like that? So they rewrote
the scene on the turn and so why that's important is because this thing's going to be broadcast to I don't know how many people watch it, million people, 2 million, 3 million, I don't know. So they're going to get this is going to be exposed to them. I mean, our branding was all over the bloody place. GOSA and Girls on Fire and Tac Shacks was all over the place. I think they tried to block out some of the most obvious branding, but
like GOSA.
Yeah, but I don't think I don't think they succeed. Well, I will see. So that's important. In the second place, so it gets out to a lot of people. In the second place, the production crew of 50 people were all intensively involved with us. So they are going to work on other productions. So they are going to carry that knowledge across to other productions. So it cascades. It has a domino effect.
It normalizes firearm ownership in the eyes of the public. That's number one for me. And then safe firearm handling. That the story was not that this person, the actress or the character, went out into to get a gun on the black market.
Yeah, so that's important. It's all important. Every bit of exposure that we can, every bit of interest that we can generate around proper firearm handling, proper training, proper, it's all good. It's all good. So we were very happy with that. So what's interesting about it is that it's going to air the 8 segments that they shot, the 8 scenes that they shot are going to air in the 4 days leading up to, and we'll give you the exact details obviously later, the 4 days leading up to Huntex at the end of April. So it's going to give us a huge big boost out there in the marketplace, based on which,
I just wanted to say before you go on to Huntex, because I know you're going to go on to Huntex, is that the director, the actress, all is going to come to. They said to us they are there like bears with the top shot.
With Top Shot but we're going to arrange a shoot, a demonstration shoot for the entire production crew. So that'll nail this. That'll push this home. This is like meta marketing. We're marketing to them and they're going to market out there.
Absolutely.
Unconsciously. So a good day out.
Absolutely. Very tiring.
Oh jeez, we were shattered.
Yes. I sit on the range and it was hot on Sunday the whole time because we had some firearms on the range which I obviously had to keep an eye on.
So leading up to Huntex, so we're going to Monty, my fellow director, came up with a suggestion that we we've
go back to our roots.
Since we left Huntex, we went with those 2 years at Huntex were very expensive for us, and we didn't think that we got the benefit from it. And since then we did the firearms festivals and we've done the Girls on Fire things and stuff like that, and it's been so that we've changed to that way. We are going.
He's putting the video in now. I'm just looking at that. The video from Sorry, from the GOSA. I'm sorry, now you cross with me. Sorry.
I don't know, Lynette. You tell me what you're going to talk about.
Sorry, it was just he needed to put the video in and we forgot about it. I forgot about it. Okay, go on about Huntex. You felt the need.
All right, so Monty came to me and said to me, so why don't we make an appearance at Huntex again? And we've worked on that now, and I'm going to be chatting with Adrian about this now. It's not worth our while to have a stand at Huntex.
It's too expensive.
It costs us way too much money, and we get very little benefit from it. But we're now well known to most, much more well known than what we were. When we went to Huntex last time, we were a couple of thousand members. Now we've got 121,000 members. So things have changed. A lot of things have changed. We have our trailer, which we'll be taking down next week, obviously next month, obviously to the Western Cape. And it's in great condition. Yeah, thank God.
Thank you.
So we have and we do a lot more media, this kind of thing. We can do live streaming, we can do all that sort of thing. So we thought, well, let's try to give something back to our supporters. The Wildmans, the Narfos, the guys that are the Formalitos, the Bernard agencies. Let's try and give something back to these guys. So what we're planning to do is to conduct a bit of live streaming during the days that Huntex is on. So we'll walk around to these guys, have an interview which we'll live stream onto our 121,000 strong Facebook group, and try and create a bit of interest for them that way, and try and also create some interest so we can show those of our members who can't get to Huntex, because there's a lot that can't get there. We'll be able to show them a brief segment of what goes on at Huntex. So it helps Huntex, it markets Huntex, it markets our supporters' products and stands, and it also gives us a little bit more airtime.
And if it happens, there's going to be some prizes, some interesting.
Yes, so Monty's working on all sorts of exciting things. So like, you know, where's Wally type things, you know. We'll
have a gun buddy out.
We'll have a gun buddy, one of the kids at one of the stands, or and then you go and find them, and they'll give you a prize if you can find them.
And the same with the girl on fire.
And the girls on fire. They'll be handing out key rings or something like that. Some, you know, we think that's quite a cool idea. And we'll try and get that on live streaming as well. Yeah, because it's cool. It's an interesting thing to do. So yes, that's interesting for April. So we've got a big thing in March. We've got a big thing in April, and we've also got in March, in the beginning of March, we've got the
Podcast and chill.
Podcast and chill.
We need to still get the dates done, and that will be a big thing.
That'll be a big thing too. So we've got a whole bunch of things rolling out from now on. So you guys were complaining that the printouts aren't working at the DFOs. So we went into this in a bit of detail. Technology Management Services, which is the IT department for SAPS, went and started installing Firefox on all of the DFOs' computers. It didn't go as planned. Now there's a problem with printer drivers, and the police star doesn't want to print on the permits, and certain information is missing from the front page, and oh dear. So they've been struggling with this now for about a week. Guys, we're just going to have to be patient. But remember that although you should go to your DFO to print the permit for the authorization for for licenses which have already been granted, our printout, the GOSA printout. Although you should go to your DFO for that, other DFOs can help you if you ask them really, really nicely. So if your DFO printer doesn't want to work, try and go to another DFO. Give them a chance to catch up. They're not trying to be obstructive. They've got a genuine IT problem. It happens. That's from CFR side, from DFO side. On the other hand, we've been working with the two separate parties that are helping us with our new systems. One of which is NARFO, and both of them are indicating that end of this month, so by literally Thursday next week, we'll have our products out. It's required quite a bit of work on their side to give us what we need, but it's going to be worth it, guys. So yeah, memberships, please, guys. We do all of this with only through your support. Please pile in. Our memberships are growing quite steadily, which is great. Means we can pay some bills. Yeah, but yes, guys, thank you very much for your support. We're going to give you a lot more bang for your buck going forward. We've got a lot of very exciting things planned. Yeah.
And just watch out on social media. Both myself and Monty has been working on, myself from GOSA, Girls on Fire. Lots of videos going out. Please go support the channel and subscribe to the channel. The same with Instagram. And for both GOSA and GOSA Girls on Fire. Instagram, Twitter.
Learn how to do the flamingo.
Yeah. At least Tag Shack, one of our Girls on Fire, Karen Brown, let me just say it right.
Karen Brown.
She does the flamingo quite well, so go and have a look on the YouTube.
On the YouTube shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and guys, have a great weekend.
Yes, thank you very much. And we also have the video of the Skeem Saam. Hannes will put it into
Hannes is going to drop that in right now, is he?
So you can
Is Hannes? Is Hannes dropping it in?
The video was playing earlier, the link is in the comments.
In the comments.
Oh, link is in the comments, video played earlier. Sorry, we don't see that stuff. This is not a 50 production crew production.
Exactly. It's a one production person. Thank you, Hannes.
Thanks, Hannes.
Good weekend.
Bye, guys.